we are getting you some details from the courtroom. The National Investigation Agency's officials have reached the courtroom. The accused will be brought to the court. They'll be brought to the premises very shortly. The accused were arrested by the NIA after the PFI raids, the raids that happened against the organization. The terror suspect have been arrested from Delhi, will be produced before Special NIA Judge Shailendra Malik. There are specially designated courts, NIA courts, in the various court complexes. And this one is happening here in the national capital. We will see such, accused being presented to various courts across the country. Transit remands will have to be sought. But for this one, Ananya will tell us more about this. Ananya, could you tell us more about this arrest that has happened in Delhi?
Well, yes, subsequently 3 people have been arrested by, in fact, the National Investigation Agency in a pan-India raids. 3 people have been arrested from the national capital, and in total, across the country, 106 arrests have been made so far by the National Investigation Agency with regarding to the case with alleged links to the Popular Front of India. Remember that PFI has been under the scanner of the government for a very, very long time, and now, as we talk, the latest update is that one of the accused has been brought to the court by, in fact, the National Investigation Agency under tight security. Remember that this is a case with regards to the PFI links, and the Popular Front of India has remained under the scanner of basically various governments. And in fact, in some of the states, PFI has also been banned for its alleged activities, saying that it is involved into terror activities.
So,
remember,
Ananya, if I understand correctly, this entire hearing will be an in-camera hearing, right? Usually they're not open to press and reporters.
Well, yes, definitely, Anusha. Since NIA cases are a national security issue, then that's the reason why NIA proceedings are usually in camera. This proceedings would also be in camera. No media persons or anybody except the accused and the teams of the NIA officials would be allowed inside the courtroom, except for the lawyers of the accused as well. So
and
that
Ananya,
is the reason why.
What is the term of custody that the NIA can perhaps ask for? Any indications on that?
Well, as far as we know that according to the law, NIA can, in the first hearing, ask for over 15 days of custody into this particular matter because it would have to confront all of these accused persons. And since NIA would be telling the court that it has already arrested 106 people and they might also be needing time to confront them, so the court, in fact, the court would be looking into what the NIA would be seeking. But a maximum of 15 days in the first hearing is what the National Investigation Agency can ask for.
Special provisions that exist, special provisions that exist because these are offences against the country. Longer custody can be sought, as Ananya is also pointing out. I'm cutting across to Ritu as well, who's joining us live from Bengaluru. Ritu, why don't you tell us about the raids that were conducted in Bengaluru and in different parts of Karnataka? Not to forget that in the recent past, there have been multiple instances where the role of PFI has been under the scanner.
Yes, so NIA raids were being conducted at multiple locations across Karnataka. It was there in Davangere, Mysore, Bangalore as well. So the NIA officials reached, as we know, is supposed to be AM as when the NIA officials reached multiple locations, and we saw how in the Mangalore, you see the PFI and the SDPI supporters reached the location where the raids were on their offices. So that's where they started raising the slogans, well, saying go back to NIA, and unnecessary raids that are taking place. They won't find any kind of evidence against PFI and the SDPI. And then you see in the Bangalore as well, when the raids were on at multiple locations, in one of the places, Benson Town, where the PFI state office happens to be located, the head office of PFI happens to be located. That's where you see again the PFI supporters hit the street, and there also they started protesting against the NIA officials, telling them to get back and calling them as an agency which is unnecessarily taking raids against their organizations. And yes, they won't find any kind of documents or the evidence to support their statement. So that's the kind of a minor protest that we had seen in the Mangalore and in the Bangalore as well. But yes, when we talk about the kind of recoveries that have been made in the Kalburgi, you see 14 lakh cash have been recovered, as well as the 17 new phones have been seized from the officials, and 1 tab as well. But what we also know is that the officials also seized 6 mobile phones from the Bangalore location that happens to be the PFI's state office. So that's where the office bearers were there, and their phones were being seized from the officials, and all that the investigation process they will try and look up to the kind of an evidence with the kind of recoveries that the officials have made.
All right, Ritu, thank you so much.